Section 12-3, Part 2, calculating the diagonals of a rectangle using the Pythagorean theorem. The length of the diagonal of a television screen is 42 inches. So I'm going to circle that. I'm going to make that larger, 42 inches, in case you're having trouble seeing that. The length of the bottom of the screen is 36 inches. So here I have 36 inches. Okay? To the nearest tenth, what is the height of the television screen? Now, this television is a rectangle. Okay, so we have a rectangle. A diagonal has been drawn. This diagonal separates this rectangle into two right triangles. You see you have a right triangle here. So we have a rectangle with four right angles. A diagonal has been drawn. And therefore we have had two right triangles to be formed. So the length of the diagonal is 42. That is your hypotenuse. That is your C. And the length of the bottom of the screen is 36 inches. Here's your right angle. So you're looking at a triangle here. You have a leg, 36. The hypotenuse is 42. And you're asked to find what is the height. This is your height of the triangle. Your height is from the highest point of a figure to the lowest point of the figure, perpendicular, forming that straight line. In other words, it comes straight down, forming the 90-degree angle. That means perpendicular. From the highest to the lowest, straight down, perpendicular. So you're asked to find the height of the television screen. So to do that, we will use Pythagorean theorem. Okay? We're looking for a leg. So I have a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. All right, c is 42. I'm going to let b equal 36, and I'm going to search for a. So I have a squared plus b is 36 squared equals to c is 42 squared. Okay? So I have a squared plus 36 times 36 gives you 1,296 equals to 42 squared. 42 times 42 gives you 1,764. Solving for a squared, let's subtract 1,296 from both sides. Subtracting from both sides leaves me a squared is equal to 468. Okay, so now let's take the square root of both sides. The square root of both sides, you have a equals 2, and we're going to approximate that. So we're going to approximate it to 21.6 inches. So a is approximately 21.6. So you would punch in your calculator, 468, and you would take the square root of it. So if you punch in the square root of 468, the square root of that on your calculator, it gives you something like 21.6333, and the list goes on. So if I'm rounding at the nearest tenths, the number to the right is 4 or less, so the 6 stays a 6, okay? So, therefore, the height of this television would be 21.6. That would be our answer. 21.6. That's the height of this television.